All right, Opendoor stock. Let's break it down, guys. It's not looking so pretty right now. Cheers, by the way. I appreciate you all for tuning in. It's not looking so pretty right now, but the day is still young. It's currently about 11 a.m. when I'm making this video, East Coast time, and we have Opendoor down about 7%, chilling at $7.80 as I'm making this video. And we are actually taking out the intraday low from yesterday, but not the aftermarket low. I'm not sure if you guys realized, but yesterday we hit $7.02 in the aftermarket at about 5:15, 5:20 p.m. East Coast time. And as of now, again, we did not take out that aftermarket low, but we did take out the intraday low from yesterday, which, by the way, guys, we didn't even break into the sevens yesterday. The low intraday was $8.30, and today so far the low's at $7.30. So we went from $8.30 yesterday. That was the low from yesterday to now $7.30. So yeah, the Bears are still in charge in the short term. There's no denying that, right? We have lower lows being made, lower highs. You see that, the death cross here on the 15-minute time frame. And on the 30-minute time frame, you see it as well. We broke this critical spot of support. This actually happened yesterday, more towards close. We broke through $8.60. That held as support on the 17th, the 16th of September, the 12th of September, right? So we broke through that, which kind of led or kind of accelerated the downwards momentum. I mean, look, you guys can see, this goes to show how strong of a support 860 was, because look, the second we broke through it, man, yesterday, this thing dumped into close from 860 to 830, and like I said, it got all the way down to $7 flat. You know, this thing, the second it broke 860, it's like it collapsed 20% like that, you know? So that's the kind of stock Opendoor is. You guys know that. I mean, I'm sure if you're trading this, if you're in it, you know it's a volatile stock. You shouldn't be in it if you don't know that, right? Obviously, it's prone to 20% swings like that. And at this point, it doesn't look like the bulls are coming back yet. But the more you pull the layers back, the more you realize, wait a second, the bulls are actually not completely screwed. You know, yeah, in the short term, the bulls have lost their, the steam, right? But in the grand scheme of things, I mean, on the 1 hour chart, on the 4 hour chart, the bulls are still in charge. Guys, look, the 4 hour time frame, we're above the 180 SMA, well above it. That's at $6. We're at 787 right now. And overall, this is a higher low. This pullback that we're seeing right now, this is a chance for the bulls to put in another higher low. And if they don't, if we fail to hold 757, we start breaking under $6, yeah, this rally could be over. But my gut tells me that the story here is not over, because this is not just a stock moving on nothing but hype. You know, there's actually fundamental backing behind this move. Whether it's overhyped or not, that's a whole nother question in terms of, okay, maybe it ran a little too much on the fundamentals, but there are fundamentals nonetheless. We've seen a lot of these other stocks that go up a bunch, that squeeze, whatever you want to call it. They don't have fundamentals. Some of them, I mean, some of them do, but you know what I mean. This stock has fundamentals. Things are changing. Things are turning around. New CEO. The environment we're heading into is better for real estate in general, in terms of rates. So the fundamentals look pretty decent, and sure, things could go wrong. The fundamentals could collapse in 6 months to a year. That's always a risk with any stock. But the point is here, guys, this was a company that was about to go bankrupt. That's at least what the stock was pricing in. It went from 50 cents to $10. So the reality is, there's a big resurgence. The turnaround is here. Fundamentals are improving. Sure, the stock got ahead of itself. It's now cooling off, but I just don't think the story's over yet, because, it's kind of just getting started. You know what I mean? The overall story is starting to research, So yeah, I think overall, right around 6 to 750 is where we'll find support. Yeah, I mean, we're at 780 right now, so we could come down a little more. That's the reality. But in this window right here, I don't think we're going to be here for much longer. I think, again, the hype, the wave is not done yet, whatever you want to call it. The fundamentals are only getting better. So I think this dip will get bought up. We can see it's officially down now 30% from the recent high. So this is a good pullback. It's in a bear market, guys. So it's not like a little 5% drop or a 10% drop. 30% is actually pretty sizable. I think it might have been worse than that at one point. Yeah, 37%. So this thing went down a lot, from $11 to $7 yesterday. That was, again, the low from the aftermarket. So I think we've shaken out a lot of weak hands. Profit taking has occurred. And sure, there's always risk that it runs up a little more and then a bunch more profit gets taken. Who knows, right? But the reality is a lot of weak hands have been shaken out. RSI is super oversold. Uptrend's holding. I think this could easily get bought up. It's not guaranteed, but I think we can get bought up. And honestly, guys, I'm close to buying some shares. Like I've said before, I missed the initial move on this stock, but I'm eyeing it up in the $6, $7 window. Did I not say that? Like, literally, when the stock was at $10, I said this. And here we are. This was about a week ago. And here we are at $7, $7.50, $8. So the time could be here. What do you guys think? I'm curious. Let me know in the comments. And by the way, hit the like button. Hit the like button on this video. Make sure to subscribe. Follow along for more content. I appreciate you all for tuning in as always. And let me show you now some other stocks quickly. Soundhound, man, we were pounding the table on this thing, and it just, look at this thing. Isn't it beautiful when you call a stock out and it just keeps on going? This thing's up another 7%. Soundhound is completely ripping out of the highs from the middle of August, and we called this out under $14 a share. I'm pretty sure it was at $13.50, and it's a super high short interest stock. Last I checked, it was about 35% short interest, which is nuts. So yeah, this is squeeze. There's a lot of squeeze potential here. This could be the squeeze for all we know, starting now. So I'm eyeing up Soundhound, SOUN, always watching that one. DEFT, they have a big event coming up on Thursday. On the 25th, I believe. Defi Technologies, this is a stock I just started buying. What's today? Tuesday. I started buying this not last Friday, but the Friday before, and I bought more last Monday, and actually more yesterday. So DeFi Technologies is one that I've been buying up. They do have, again, an event in, I believe, it's not Germany. No, it actually might be Germany. Either way, they have a big event this week. Pay attention to that. We'll talk more about it. Their annual symposium, it's in Frankfurt on the 25th of this month, so 2 days. So that's going to be interesting. We'll see what developments come out of there, new product offerings, what the future holds. That's always big for companies, smaller companies especially. This is a $900 million market cap, so it's always big, these events. These influence the stock price for sure. And I'm noticing a cup and handle. Do you guys see this on DEFT? We have a clear cup and handle in the making. We can see we chopped around a little bit between 255 to 275, 280 for a couple days. Then we saw a little drawdown 2 days ago, right? That was on Friday, I believe. Yeah, we got a drawdown. And now we're starting to heat back up. The stock's up 2.2%, 5 cents on the day. And I think there is still momentum to be had here, guys. Ultimately, this is one that it might take a little bit to play out, a couple weeks, month or two, a quarter or two even. But I think this is going to go a lot higher, or else I would not be buying it. Full disclosure, again, I own DEFT. So yeah, I like the cup and handle here. We just have to break, $2.90 to $3. We just have to break out of there, and if we do, I think we'll go a lot higher. So what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And before you click off the video, join the Patreon if you guys want. No pressure, but I get asked all the time, Stas, how do you run a portfolio. So I started a portfolio on Patreon, geez, like 2.5 years ago now. I forget exactly when I started that Patreon portfolio, and it's grown a lot. Let's just say that we're depositing $500 a week now. The most we've deposited in a month, I think, was like 4 or 5 more. I think it was $5,000, guys. So we are blowing this portfolio up in a good way. We're beating the market, buying stocks, and it was essentially an experiment portfolio that's now turned into a pretty sizable portfolio, man. And I'm super excited about it. And yeah, if you want to see that, it's on Patreon, linked down below, or go to stasserfs.com/Patreon. That's STASSERFES.com/Patreon. That's, again, if you want to see how I build a portfolio. I literally started it from $0 on Patreon, and now I think it's pushing $60,000. So yeah, check it out, link down below. And with that being said, guys, cheers. I'll see you in the next video.